colour. I put on some gradual tanner. I was PTing a client today and I caught a look at myself in the mirror and I was like, why am I so tanned? And then it dawned on me that I put it on last night. It sounds really disgusting, and I forgot to wash it off. Not I forgot to wake up and have a shower. I just was going to shower this evening, forgetting that the tan would develop as the day went on. And as I said, I hadn't really looked in the mirror up until that point. I was like, fuck, that's why I'm so tanned. And then I've just put some more on tonight because I'm trying to stay away from sunbeds because I don't want to prematurely age. Trying to avoid getting wrinkly too young, and obviously it's not good for your skin. So we're back on the gradual tanner and I'm a little bit of a weird colour, but you know what? It's fine. We'll roll with it. I'm going to blame the lighting for this. I don't know why the lighting's so off, but it is what it is. So, little off-season update. I actually look a little bit vascular tonight, which is quite nice. I kind of touched on my last video. I'm not gonna every video tell you how many kilos I am above stage weight, because I just don't really think it's all that relevant as a number. Does it matter? No, it really doesn't. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little bit more alive. Well, I'm definitely more alive. I'm a lot more talkative, which is weird, right? Because I started this YouTube when I was 6 weeks out. So this channel hasn't actually seen me like be normal. You've only ever seen me starving and tired and hungry. So it's quite nice to show you the actual side, the real side of me. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. You know, I've got my bad side. Have you ever seen the meme? It wasn't me, it was Patricia. That is me reflecting on my prep. My prep was not me, it was Patricia. And if you don't know that meme, get to know that meme because it's funny. So tomorrow, as I said, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling much better. Training's picking up again, so I will start to film my training sessions and everything soon. I'm just trying to find my feet with a lot of the movements because they're movement patterns that I haven't done in a while. For example, hack squats, pendulum squats. So I'm just really trying to establish where my weights should be because my legs shrunk down. I basically had like stick legs for like the last 6 weeks of my prep, and now that I am a little bit heavier, my legs have boomed again. They're literally just like bursting full. They've come back to life. So I'm just trying to establish exactly where my weights should be for that, and just make a night of it in the house, or we'll go out for steak or whatever. We're just taking it as it comes, which is nice. Something very exciting is happening tomorrow. So I'm catching up with all the girls and Lewis from school. The girls actually have a surprise for me. I have no idea what this surprise is. I've just been told that I'm getting picked up at 11:45 and to be ready for then. So, yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what this is. And then I know that we are going out for food about 4ish. And then, the most exciting part, we are going to a karaoke bar. Now, the old Bailey, the wild Bailey, the Bailey that used to go out on the piss Saturday, Sunday, actually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just basically like be drunk all weekend, every weekend. I actually was going out through the week and everything as well. Like, if you knew me in that phase, you'll know I was a little bit wild. But I gave that life up. I went travelling, I came back, got into bodybuilding, became a changed person. But doesn't mean I don't still love karaoke. So they've booked that. So we're gonna go for food. We're actually gonna go for some drinks, which I won't even lie fills me with anxiety because I haven't drank in so long. Like, I've had a couple of cocktails. I've been in an environment where I've maybe had a glass of wine, but I've not drank with my friends in a group like this for a while. So this could go one of two ways. I will remain very sophisticated and I will remain very well behaved, or that little devil on my shoulder is going to come out and I'm going to be wild. But I have scheduled PT clients on Saturday morning so that I don't end up out all night. So I've arranged a lift home after karaoke so that I can get home safe and I'm not drawn into getting up to no good. So I think when you bodybuild stuff, like, it's very difficult to take a night off and like drink and just let loose, but I'm gonna try. I'll probably have a few cocktails. Obviously I haven't drank since show. I haven't drank at all, so I'm hoping that I'm just gonna have a few cocktails. I'm gonna feel giddy, I'm gonna feel happy, and then I can have my sing song and go home and all will be good in the world. But we shall see. But anyway, I'm absolutely buzzing to go for some nice food, have some cocktails, and then go for a sing song. Of course, everyone, see people who don't like karaoke, by the way, who even are you? I have a karaoke song. If you have a karaoke song, drop it below, let me know what your karaoke song is. Mine is Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way. I just love it. I love singing it. I love karaoke. It's so much fun. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. And then, as I said, I've got PT clients Saturday morning. I've got one at 6:45, so it's an early start. So as soon as karaoke's done, I will be getting left home and I will be in my bed, probably with... Good morning, YouTube. I hope you are doing well. So today I feel like marks the actual start of my off-season vlogging. I'm basically going to set out a vlog a week that I'm going to do in the lead up to New Year and just be a lot more consistent with it, particularly as I run through this off-season phase. So today I am going to get my bloods done. Now, I'm doing this off the back of my prep, basically to see where my different hormone levels etc are at and see where health is at post-show. I will be 5 weeks post-show on Friday, so now feels like the perfect time to go and get everything sort of checked out. I won't lie, I'm a little bit nervous off the back of this. I've had them done before and my blood work, I was fine, but there was a few things that needed to be looked at, so we'll see where, you know, it's at off the back of prep, and I'll talk you through what we are going to do to work through any issues that there may be. Do I think that my blood work's going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Do I think there's probably going to be a few little issues? Yes. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll get my panel through tomorrow or the day after, and then work out what the action is from there. So just gonna drive to the pharmacy, get my bloods done, and then need to go and try and push. I've got a client, got a call with an accountant, and then the rest of the day is a little bit more chill, which is nice. Excuse my husky voice, by the way. I think I mentioned in my last video, or it might be this video, that I done karaoke the other day, and I've had like a man voice ever since. Quite clearly I sang very well, or tried to sing well. So I sang hard. Good evening, YouTube. God, the lighting in this room is so bad. I need to get that sorted. But I thought I'd hop on here and just give you an update because I checked in today. Now, the last time you've seen me, I was going to go and get my bloods done. I went, I got my bloods done. Could they get blood out of my vein? Absolutely not. I've still got a big mark from it. But anyway, got my blood results back. So I spoke to my coach about them and stuff. And we're probably going to need to get them done again in just another couple of weeks. Just because things are a little bit off, which is to be expected off the back of competition. The past week, now this isn't like me, my appetite hasn't been very good. My digestion hasn't been great. Just felt a little bit lethargic. If I'm totally honest, I've felt shit. Like really shit. Like could curl up in a ball and cry shit. Because as you can probably tell from my face, I've gained quite a lot of weight quite quickly. So as I said, I'm not going to talk about how many kilos up from stage weight I am because it's irrelevant. But I feel like we are getting to the point where my composition maybe just isn't quite where it should be. We're maybe not in a good spot. A little bit fluffy. Quite early after show. We're what, 5 weeks post show. I just feel like I've gained a little bit too much weight too quickly. We pulled cardio out last week, and the signs are sort of showing that we actually maybe need to put cardio back in, because since we've pulled it out, my appetite, my digestion and stuff has been affected. So we're going to put that back in at 20 minutes every single day. HIIT is going to remain on rest days, so I'll probably be doing about 35 minutes cardio on rest days, and then 20 every other day, and hopefully that will help just tidy things back up a little bit. We have also sort of come to the agreement and had a discussion that I've maybe been overdoing a touch with off-plan meals. So I'm going to talk you through what I've been doing right and what I've been doing wrong, so that I can learn from it, but also you can potentially learn from my mistakes. Now, I am in no way demonising any food. No food is a bad food, but overconsumption of food as a whole can lead to excessive or more weight gain than you would like, and that's essentially what has been happening. So by rule of thumb, I have always been substituting out 1 to 2 meals for an off-plan meal. Usually 2 meals, because my off-plan meals are what I would say substantial. I've been going out, you know, if you go to a restaurant, usually people would order a starter, main and a dessert. I've just been ordering a main. I've been avoiding desserts because sugar just makes me crave it more, and it just doesn't really agree with me. So I've been going and I've just been having a main, and I've been coming away from my off-plan meals. But what I've also not been doing is sort of reducing carbs elsewhere within the day. I've just been substituting out like 1 to 2 meals. So when you factor in the amount of calories that I'm potentially consuming in some off-plan meals, so for example, we went to like a Brazilian steakhouse the other night. When they come to your table and, you know, they shave all the meat onto your table, and then they keep serving you and keep serving you and keep serving you, that probably equates to more than the calories that I substituted out for. So when you're doing this, let's say twice a week, that puts you into quite a big surplus. And when you're in a calorie surplus, bearing in mind that I'm already eating about 3,000 calories daily, the surplus becomes fairly significant. So we've kind of come to the agreement that I just need to be a little bit more methodical with my off-plan meals, and maybe just leave some extra calories aside for those if I am having them, because I think the sort of surplus that I'm pulling myself into with the off-plan meals is just a little bit more than we would like. And at this point, when my calories are as high as they are, you know, if I'm having off-plan meals on top of that, that could be taking sort of 3,000 calories up well above that. And being only 5 weeks post-show, I just feel like I've gained a little bit too much weight. Okay, so it's actually really funny. It's not funny, but I was editing my peak week vlog today, and there's quite a few videos of me lying in bed at night, and I am vlogging about peak week, about my birthday, about post-show plans and stuff. And see, now vlogging, I can actually see that my face has filled right back out. If you go back and you watch my peak week / birthday / like 25 week transformation vlog, you'll see that my face is very clapped in, versus now we've got the hamster cheeks back, the chubby chin back. Yeah, it's not until you see yourself like side by side you're like, oh, okay. I was very clapped in, and I'm trying to have the mentality when I look back at videos from prep that like that was not a healthy look, rather than looking in the mirror and going, oh fuck, my face got fat. It's quite hard not to look at yourself like that and think negatively, but as I said, I'm just trying to actually look at it positively and tell myself, wow, I look a lot better now. And it's funny because like I've been getting compliments now on the fact that my face is filled back out, whereas when I was on prep, you seen people sort of looked at you and went, oh, how are you feeling? And like I looked older and stuff. So even though it's been weird to see my face get chunkier, I've actually had more compliments than anything else, which is really nice. Good evening YouTube. So it has been a couple of days since I last picked up the camera. I actually can't really remember where I left off. I think I was going to do a full day of eating, but since then my world has literally taken a 360, and I thought that it may be interesting to try and vlog how I work and get through this. So I messaged my coach and basically said to him, look, I just need a couple of days. I just need a couple of days to grieve what's going on, to process what's going on, and then we get right back to it. So I've still been doing my steps. I trained yesterday, I took today was always a rest day. Meal wise, like, my appetite hasn't been amazing, but still managing about 4 meals, which I'm fine with. That'll keep me ticking over. And then yeah, once I've kind of had a chance to really grieve and process what's going on, I kind of just need to decide what I'm going to do with my life pretty much going forward. I'm about to start this diploma and I feel like I just need to breathe. Like, I'm going to take you on my journey essentially of coming out of a really shitty, dark situation and showing you how you can use times like this when you're suffering and these negative vibes to make, like, not your dreams come true, but to make big things happen. I know that in a year's time I'm gonna watch this back and I'm gonna think, wow, that is the best thing that ever happened to me. And I'm going to make sure that it's the best thing that ever happened to me. And see, in a year's time, and in 2 years time, and in 3 years time, I'm actually going to watch this video back and I'm going to laugh. So yeah, if anybody wonders why I've been MIA for the past couple of days on Instagram and kind of not being present in life, that's what I've been dealing with. And if I may not seem like my usual self, that's why. But yeah, I see this as opportunity, and in a world where there's no suffering, there's also no ability to appreciate the goods in life. You can't experience the highs if you've never experienced the lows, and trust me, I got a lot more highs coming than lows. Filmed a video last night. I have had a couple of clients this morning. Had a really good call with my business coach Bex, just to sort of work out what I wanted to do going forward, because for me, like, when situations like this occur and whenever I'm sort of like, I was supposed struggling, I guess, yeah, I'm struggling, I like to sort of like dive into work, and I've sort of given myself like a big list of stuff that needs to be done so that I can do that. I spent some time with my dad today, spent some time with my friend Michaela today, and that was nice, and I just felt like I kind of needed to take like a day for me to do that, because I feel like this hasn't all really hit me yet. And obviously, as I've always said, I want to be open and honest throughout my journey. I was training today and my head just wasn't really in it, but I know that I do need to get myself to the point where I can just actually concentrate within my sessions, because I wouldn't say that I'm training very well. I haven't been training very productively this week because my head's just been on my arse basically. You can probably hear it as I'm talking, like my head is up my arse, but yeah, it's just just trying to process like all these thoughts, and my mind is racing. I'm thankfully actually still sleeping, which is good. I'm waking up in the night a couple of times, but that's okay. I managed to eat more today, which is good. I managed to actually got all my meals in, which is a bonus. To be quite honest, like, I don't really lose my appetite unless I'm like really ill or like really sad.